My beloved, stop scrolling. I have a word for you. Yes, you. I see the tears you cry in silence, the battles no one else notices. I know the weight on your chest, the fear behind your smile, the ache of waiting that feels endless. But I did not bring you here by accident. This moment is divine. You are standing on the edge of breakthrough, and the enemy wants you to give up now, because what I'm about to reveal will change everything. So listen closely. Don't turn away. Stay with me to the end, because your deliverance is not coming. It's here. And I am about to awaken the power I placed inside you before you were even born. Yet, I am here, watching over you with eyes filled with tenderness and piercing hope. Your victory is close. This is not some distant promise whispered by chance. It is a truth I have planted deep within your spirit. Like a seed buried in the soil, waiting for the warmth of spring, your breakthrough is gathering strength beneath the surface. It is coming, even if the ground feels hard and winter's chill has gripped your heart. In the silence of your struggles, during the quiet moments when the world seems deaf to your prayers, I am still speaking. I am moving unseen currents behind the scenes of your life, orchestrating a symphony of redemption and triumph. You may not yet see the threads I am weaving, but your story is not forgotten. Every tear you have shed, every sleepless night, every breath you have prayed in desperation, I carry them all. I am not detached or distant. I am intimately entwined with every beat of your heart. This season is shaping you, preparing you for a victory so profound that when it arrives, it will transform your very understanding of what is possible. Your battles may feel endless, but remember, even the darkest night must yield to the morning. I am the light that pierces shadows, the breath that revives the weary, and the hand that lifts the fallen. You have held on with a strength you did not realize you possessed. It is that perseverance, that flickering flame of faith within you, that I am ready to ignite into a blazing glory. This is the moment just before breakthrough, where faith wrestles with despair and hope stands fragile yet unyielding. I ask you now, hold fast, lean deeper into me. Let this truth settle deep within you. The victory I have promised is not a distant hope, but an unfolding reality designed for you. I see the battles etched in your spirit, the moments when you felt alone and overwhelmed. You have faced giants, whether in the form of doubts, losses, or fears that clawed at your peace. Yet here you stand, still standing, still wrestling with the unseen, still longing with a heart full of expectation. This perseverance is not accidental. It is the preparation for your triumph. I have placed an anointing upon you, a divine empowerment that no trial can destroy. As you press through the struggle, do not mistake the waiting for abandonment. My timing is perfect, even when it feels slow. I am sculpting your victory with the patience of eternity and the precision of a loving Father who knows exactly what you need. You are not forsaken. I see you not as the world sees you, or even as you sometimes see yourself, but with eyes saturated in unconditional love and destiny. Your past mistakes, your failures, your moments of weakness, they do not define you. I am writing a new story for you. A story of victory that will outshine every dark chapter that sought to hold you captive. This victory is personal. It is tailored to your journey and crafted from my boundless grace. I invite you now to cling to this hope like a lifeline. Even if your heart is weary and your spirit bruised, I am breathing new life into you. Your breakthrough is not just near, it is knocking on the door of your soul. Will you rise to answer it? The war you fight is not in vain. Every step you have taken through this storm has been a march toward deliverance. You might not have felt like a warrior, but you are one. Deep within you lies a resilience I placed there, an unquenchable light no darkness can dim. Your victory is a testament to the power of my covenant with you, a promise that no matter how deep the valley, no matter how fierce the storm, I will bring you through into green pastures and still waters. Believe in my heart for you. Believe in the strength I have given. And in this moment, let your soul exhale every doubt and inhale the promise of what is to come. I know the weight of waiting, and I know the ache of uncertainty, but I also know what I am doing in your life. Your victory is not only for you, but serves a greater purpose beyond what you can currently comprehend. It is a beacon of my glory and a testimony of my faithfulness. You have been part of this divine plan from the beginning, and no force on earth or in the heavens can derail what I have ordained. When your victory arrives, it will shake foundations and awaken hope in hearts around you. So as you stand on this precipice, I urge you, lift your eyes from the hardships. Look toward the horizon where my light is breaking. Embrace the truth that your deliverance is not a dream, but a certainty sealed by my love. Let this word take root deep inside your soul. When waves of despair threaten to overwhelm, remember your victory is not just near, it is inevitable. You are created for triumph, fashioned to rise above every trial, crafted to walk in the fullness of my authority. This is your season, child, the moment before dawn, when darkness feels heaviest, but the promise of light is closest. I am with you. I am the strength beneath your feet, the courage within your heart. Trust me now, for the breakthrough you crave is coming swiftly. Do not turn away from this truth. Hold on to it. Cherish it. Claim it as your own. Your victory is near. My love surrounds you. My power sustains you. Step forward in faith and feel the joy rising to meet you. My dear child, I perceive the heaviness clinging to your heart, the silent ache you dare not voice aloud. The burdens you carry are not hidden from me. Each sorrow, each question echoing in the depths of your soul resonates before my throne. I know the moments when the night feels interminable, when shadows stretch beyond dawn, and your spirit wrestles quietly with the doubts and fears creeping in like a slow, unsettling tide. These are not mere fleeting moments of weakness. They are sacred spaces where I meet you, where my patience enfolds you even when you falter. Do you see, beloved, how tenderly I hold you in these times, when you stumble in confusion or falter beneath despair's weight? I am not distant or indifferent. I am the steady hand on your shoulder, the quiet presence beside you, whispering reassurance that you are never alone. Though you may feel like a lost vessel adrift on a storm-swept sea, my love is the unshakable anchor beneath you. Even in the silence that stretches between your prayers, my heart whispers your name, inviting you to lean into my everlasting arms. Understand that my correction is never harsh or condemning. It is gentle pruning, encouraging new life to emerge. Like a gardener tending a cherished tree, I remove what hinders your growth so you may bear fruit more abundant and pure. Your struggles are not punishments, but opportunities for transformation, chances to empty yourself of what enslaves you, so I might fill you with my Spirit's peace and power. In your brokenness, my grace flows most freely. I am not angry at your weakness. I rejoice in your desire to be made whole. You are never out of reach of my mercy, no matter how far you feel you have fallen. Let the silence between your thoughts draw you closer to me, for it is in these quiet moments that my presence shines most brightly, healing wounds you have hidden, even from yourself. Does your soul long for assurance that you are still treasured even when you feel unworthy? I tell you now, you are more precious than the rarest gem, more beloved than the morning sun breaking through a darkened sky. My love for you is not contingent on your performance or victories. It is the unending wellspring from which you draw life. When you doubt your place or purpose, remember you are intimately known by me. Your name is engraved on the palm of my hand, and your story is woven into the fabric of eternity. In this season of uncertainty and testing, I invite you to rest in the knowledge that I am with you. You do not walk alone through the valley of shadows. My light guides every step. Though the road may twist and the horizon seem distant, trust my promise that I am working all things for your good and my glory. The days you feel most abandoned are the very days I am closest, tenderly marking the path for you to follow. Will you receive this comfort now, letting it settle deeply within your soul? If your heart is stirring beneath the mask of weariness, do not turn away. Lean into my embrace and let me whisper peace over your fears. Invite me to heal the wounds silencing your joy and restore the fire that once burned bright within you. This moment, precious one, is a sacred appointment between your soul and the divine. Embrace it fully, knowing the God who created the stars carries you in his hands now and always. My beloved, I see the silent battles raging within your heart, the quiet whispers of doubt and fear that cloud your mind. These shadows may feel overwhelming, stretching endlessly like a dark horizon where hope feels distant and unreachable. Yet even in that vast expanse of uncertainty, I am present, a steady lighthouse cutting through fog to guide you home. It is amidst your deepest fears and anxieties that I weave the most intricate tapestry of love and strength around your soul. Fear can be a thief, stealing peace and sowing seeds of paralysis, making each step feel heavier than the last. Anxiety whispers lies, convincing you that you are alone, that no one understands, that you are forgotten or rejected. But listen closely, my dear child, for these are not the truths etched upon your heart. You are held firmly and tenderly in hands that will never let go. The storms that churn nurture you and are not without purpose. They are the crucible where your faith is forged into something unshakable. Though you may not yet see the final form, I am shaping you through every trembling moment. Trust does not come from the absence of fear, but from the choice to walk through it with me by your side. Like the oak tree rooted amidst wild winds, so shall your spirit find strength, not from calm, but from standing strong amid the tempest. When anxiety whispers, "What if you fail?" or "What if all falls apart?" remember my power is perfected in your frailty. The very things that threaten to unravel you are threads I use to create resilience. You do not have to carry your burdens alone. I am the quiet voice in chaos, the gentle hand steadying you when your knees weaken, the breath filling your lungs when panic steals peace. I invite you now, my child, to lay down the weapons of worry and embrace the peace I offer freely. Take a moment, breathe deeply, and feel my presence surround you like a warm blanket on a cold night. Let my peace, surpassing all understanding, settle like a river flooding the dry valleys of your heart. You were never meant to navigate this journey alone. I am always here, infinitely patient. If the night feels endless and your heart grows weary, come to me again and again. Speak the truths of your fears aloud, but listen also with a quiet heart to my whispers of love and reassurance. Every tear you shed is precious to me, and in my eyes, you are more than your struggles. You are the beloved for whom I have given everything. Do you feel that gentle unburdening when you surrender your heaviness into my hands? That is the lifeline I have prepared for you, a place where your soul finds rest and renewal. Do not fear to trust me with your doubts, anxieties, trembling hope. I am not distant or indifferent. I am the faithful companion walking with you even when the path is steep and the night is long. Let this invitation sink deep into your being. Release your fear into my care. Breathe in my peace and know you are never abandoned or unseen. You are treasured beyond measure. Will you step into this sanctuary I offer now? Will you believe not in fleeting assurances of the world, but in the eternal embrace of my unwavering love. Hold fast to this truth, beloved. Though shadows press close, dawn is breaking, and with it comes new strength to carry you through every trial. Trust me with every beat of your anxious heart, and I will guide you into confidence, courage, and calm. Rest here with me now. Feel my heartbeat match yours, steady and sure. You are mine, and nothing can separate you from the love that covers you like morning sun flooding a darkened valley. Will you come to me now with your fears and hope intertwined? I am waiting always. My dear, I know the shadows of fear and doubt that often cloud your heart. They come unbidden like wild winds in the night, shaking the fragile branches of your spirit. I see the trembling within you, the quiet hesitations, the unspoken questions lingering in silence. These moments of uncertainty are not signs of weakness, but invitations to draw closer to me. I do not shun the broken or hide from trembling. Rather, I meet you there, in the place where fear feels most formidable and doubt whispers loudest. Fear is a master of disguise, sometimes cloaked in the guise of practicality or caution. Yet underneath, it seeks to sever your connection with my peace. Doubt often walks hand in hand with fear, casting shadows over the promises I have breathed into your soul. Yet remember this, no shadow lasts when my light shines forth. When you feel overwhelmed, as if sinking beneath waves too turbulent to withstand, know I am the anchor you can cling to. Even in the fiercest storms, my presence is constant, a steady hand upon your trembling life. You might ask, why does fear persist if you are with me? My beloved, understand fear's presence is not failure, but part of your journey. It is in wrestling, the grappling against unseen foes, that your faith is refined like gold and fire. Do not fear the struggle itself. It is shaping you into one who trusts deeply, not in circumstances, but in me. I am not distant in these moments. I am as near as your next breath, as close as your beating heart. Anxiety may trumpet loud in your mind, spinning tales of what might go wrong, whispering lies about your inadequacy and unworthiness. I say to you now, these lies do not originate from me. They are echoes of the world's brokenness and the enemy's schemes to dishearten you. But my dear child, my words are louder, my truth deeper. I have not called you to a life of paralyzing dread, but to one of courageous trust. Amid uncertainty, let your soul anchor itself in the certainty of my love and the promise that I work all things for your good and my glory. When you find yourself doubting your path or questioning your worthiness to receive my grace and blessings, do not turn away from me in shame. Come closer. Lean into my embrace. Let my spirit whisper over you the profound truth that you are my beloved, fearfully and wonderfully made. You are not defined by the fears that assail you, but by the unchanging love I have for you, a love that knows no end and transcends every shadow. Do you see now, child, that when you face your fears and speak honestly to me about your doubts, you are not weak but brave? You are not alone, for I walk with you through every trembling step. The darkness you sense is never greater than the light I shine within you. Trust me enough to lay down your anxieties and find rest in the truth that I am orchestrating a masterpiece out of your life. Even if the brushstrokes seem uncertain now, release the burden of trying to understand every twist and turn. Sometimes my sovereign plan unfolds in silence and unseen ways, and your peace is found not in knowledge but in surrender. Surrender your fears, doubts, unanswered questions into my hands. Let this truth settle deep within you. I am your refuge and strength, an ever-present help in trouble. While your mind races with what-ifs, your heart can be still, knowing I am your steadfast Redeemer. If your heart trembles in uncertainty, do not turn away or harden it. Instead, bring every anxious thought to me like a precious offering. Let us converse in these quiet moments, for my spirit intercedes for you when words escape you. You will find that as you anchor your trust in me, fear loses its grip and confidence blooms. Not confidence in your own strength, but in the unfailing power of my love holding you steady. Remember, my dear child, courage is born from vulnerability. When you openly declare your fears and doubts before me, you invite my healing presence to transform them into strength. The valley of fear is not a place of defeat, but sacred ground where faith is nurtured. Will you believe me this time when I say fear has no dominion over you when you choose to trust in me? Will you stand with me in the tension of not knowing and allow my peace to settle your soul? Draw near, and in this drawing near, discover the profound intimacy fear and doubt cannot touch. The sanctuary of my love. Lean on my everlasting arms and let your heart beat in rhythm with the assurance that my purpose for you is unswerving. Even when your path feels obscured, rise from the depths of uncertainty with renewed resolve. Shine the light of your faith in the darkest hours, for you are not alone. I am here, guiding you step by step through every shadowed place you encounter. Let your spirit find rest in this unshakable truth. My love casts out fear, and my presence fills every empty space within you. Hold tightly to me, beloved, for I am your fortress and your peace. Will you surrender your anxieties and trust in the unfailing power of my presence? Will you allow my love to calm every restless wave within you? Today, make this choice to step forward, not by sight, but by faith, knowing I walk beside you always. Let this truth settle in you, my dear child. Sometimes the weight of fear and doubt presses upon your soul like an unyielding storm, swirling relentlessly in the depths of your heart. I see how anxiety creeps silently into your thoughts, wrapping tendrils around your peace, whispering lies that cloud your vision and attempt to distort the truth I've planted within you. Yet I am here, unwavering, a fortress standing firm amid the tempest. I do not abandon my beloved, nor do I tire of pursuing the trembling heart longing for refuge. Fear may roar and shadows may stretch long, but you are anchored in a love that never falters. When doubt wells up, making your spirit tremble with uncertainty, it is not a reflection of weakness tucked inside you, but the echo of a very human heart seeking certainty in a world blind to eternity. I understand every trembling breath that passes your lips. Like a tender shepherd, I'm calling you back, inviting you to rest in the assurance of my power and steadfastness. Your doubts pull at you, but they need not imprison your soul. Fear is a veil obscuring the brilliance of my promises, but I have pierced the darkness with my own hand. The dawn is broken forever because of me. When your steps falter in twilight hours of worry, lift your eyes and find me waiting, a glowing shelter where you are known wholly and loved completely. I know anxiety can cast long shadows, even over moments of calm. The relentless what-ifs flooding your mind, the racing pace of a heart reluctant to trust. All these can feel like chains tightening around your free spirit. Yet, my dear one, fear is never meant to be the language of your soul. I breathe into you a spirit of power, love, and sound mind, a divine balm to every wound inflicted by doubt. When anxiety threatens to sweep away your joy, remember my voice rises above it all, whispering promises of peace you cannot earn, but only receive by surrender. Do not strive to silence the storm on your own. Lean into me, and I will be your calm. Have you noticed how even the smallest flicker of my presence can begin to dissolve the shadows in your mind? I am not a distant observer, waiting for your fall. I am a present and intimate companion, reaching through the murmur of your fears, ready to enfold you in perfect peace. Fear always tries to convince you that you are alone, but my embrace is the antidote to isolation. In your moments of trembling, when anxiety paints your future in strokes of gray, Do not push me away or run from the silence. Instead, come into the quiet refuge where your heart can be still and know that I am God. Child of mine, there is no shame in wrestling with fear. Even the mightiest warriors have known the grip of doubt. The difference is not the presence of struggle, but the place where you choose to lay it down. My hand is open, not just to take your burdens, but to transform them. When you offer me your fear, I weave it into a tapestry of faith, creating beauty from what once was terror. I call you not to a life without difficulties, but to one where fear no longer holds dominion over your soul. Consider the night sky filled with countless stars, each one a promise that dawn will come. You do not see the sun in the depths of those night hours, yet you trust light returns because it always does. In your moments of doubt, I invite you to hold fast to this trust with a tenacity that defies logic and circumstance. My love for you is more constant than the cycles of day and night, a truth etched into the very fabric of creation. Let this truth settle in you, my beloved, that no matter how fierce the storm, my peace surpasses all understanding. You may feel small and insignificant in the grand design of the universe, as if your fears point to your frailty. But I tell you now, your fears highlight your need for me, and in that need, there is profound strength. Your trembling is not failure. It is a sacred invitation to deepen your dependence on me, to let my strength be perfected in your weakness. My grace meets you in the valley of your shadows, and there, in that quiet surrender, you discover the power to rise above every anxious thought. Take courage, beloved, for I am your unshakable foundation, the rock beneath your feet. When the ground quakes, when your mind races with doubts, and your spirit feels paralyzed by fear, I am your refuge, your shield, your sanctuary. Come to me, not with pretense, but with honesty. I am not alarmed by your fears. Rather, I am moved by your vulnerability. Trust me with your heart's ache, and watch how I transform those trembling moments into testimonies of my faithfulness. I am the stillness in the storm, the gentle whisper that calls your name in the chaos. When the night whispers lies, remember my love shouts louder, proclaiming over you a future filled not with fear, but with hope. You're never alone in your struggle, my dear child. I walk beside you in every anxious step and trembling breath. Lean into me, and you will find peace that feels like coming home after a long journey through wilderness. Will you believe me this time? Will you allow my presence to chase away your fears and anchor your soul in unwavering trust? Breathe deeply of my love right now and rest secure in the truth that I am with you, holding you through every trial, doubt, and silent sob. Come as you are and find that in me your heart finds its true home. My dear, there are moments in this journey of faith when the silence feels too long, when the waiting weighs heavy on your heart, and you wonder if I am truly near. I want you to know that even in the quiet, I am there, closer than breath, steady as silent roots beneath an ancient tree. You may feel like a lone traveler in a vast desert, the sun blazing without respite and nights cold and starless, yet beneath the sand, deep below, hidden waters flow unseen, sustaining life even when nothing seems to stir on the surface. So too is my spirit working beneath your visible circumstances, unseen but indispensable. Patience is not simply passive endurance. It is active, breathing trust in my sovereignty and perfect timing. I am weaving the tapestry of your life, threading your days and nights with a purpose that may seem incomprehensible. Now, your impatience is not failure, but a sign of your longing for me, a desire for the fulfillment I will bring. I want you to lean into this waiting period and learn the rhythm of my heart, which beats in harmony with yours. Even when the tempo feels slow or still, there is a sacredness to this space of waiting. It is fertile soil where I prepare you to carry the fullness of what I am about to entrust to you. You are being shaped in invisible fires, refined like gold, made holy and whole. Sometimes, my dear child, it is in the waiting that your soul learns its deepest lessons of faith and surrender. Not the easy faith that flourishes when blessings flow, but the tenacious faith that clings to me in silence and trusts my hand in stillness. Do not mistake my silence for absence. See it rather as a profound invitation to dance with me in ways that do not rely on sound or motion. I am whispering in the spaces between your thoughts, calling you to rest in my presence even when words fail and answers seem far off. Your heartache, your questioning, your longing, all these are known and held in my embrace. It is my desire that you find peace not in resolution, but in the relationship itself. Staying close even when the road ahead remains veiled. Know that you are not forgotten or forsaken. The lilies of the field neither toil nor spin, yet I clothe them in beauty beyond compare. You are far more precious. Nothing escapes my attention. Every tear running down your cheek is collected in a bottle. Your cries echo in my heart. This time of silence is a sacred space, a sacred pause that allows the melody of your faith to evolve into something deeper, richer, more enduring. What if you could release the burden of understanding? What if surrender became your bridge from fear to hope? I am calling you to step out of the frantic need to control and comprehend, and to place your hand fully in mine. Trust is not the absence of doubt, but the courage to walk forward even with trembling steps. Knowing I am your sure foundation, you are never meant to walk alone. I am your constant companion in this waiting. Let your heart find refuge in my faithfulness, which never wavers or fails. Though seasons change and shadows lengthen, my love remains the unchanging light that guides you through every night. When the world feels uncertain and your soul feels parched, remember I am the living water, the wellspring that never runs dry. Will you believe me this time? Will you allow yourself to be still and recognize that my timing is flawless, perfect beyond what your human understanding can comprehend? Though waiting may be painful, it is a sacred invitation to deepen intimacy with me, a chance to be molded into the image of patience and trust. Let this truth sink deeply within you. My presence is your sanctuary. My love, your eternal anchor. The silence will not endure forever, and the waiting will bear fruit in its appointed time. Until then, rest safely in my arms. Allow me to carry your burdens, calm your fears, and envelop you in hope. You are never alone, my beloved, not ever. Let your heart receive this embrace, and let your spirit lean fully into the grace that pours forth through the waiting. I am here, watching, working, loving you with relentless passion. Though your eyes may gaze toward the horizon, your heart can be firmly rooted in this very moment, with me, right here, right now. If your soul grows weary from the waiting, lift it to me. I will renew your strength as the eagle rises on unseen currents. Hold tightly to my promises, written not in fading ink but sealed in the eternal blood of love. Rest in me now, and when the appointed moment arrives, you will rise refreshed, ready for the marvelous plans I have prepared for you. Hold fast, my child. This is no pause without purpose. This is a sacred interlude where your faith is tested and your character refined. The whisper of my love in your silence speaks louder than any shout. The light of my presence in your darkest night shines brighter than the noonday sun. Trust me in the waiting. Let this truth become the song your heart repeats until hope becomes reality. Will you surrender your impatience and step into this sacred waiting with me? If your heart stirs, do not turn away. Take my hand and walk with me, for I am faithful and true to bring you through. My beloved, I understand the quiet discomfort when you feel lost, when the ground beneath you shifts into unfamiliar territory, and the stars above seem to offer no guidance. This feeling of being unseen, wandering through endless dusk without a clear path or comforting light, weighs heavily on your spirit. But hear me now. You are never truly lost to me. Though the shadows seem thick and relentless, they are not the conclusion of your story. I am the constant presence that holds you even when you cannot feel me. I am the gentle breath stirring the stillness, inviting you to rise anew. When abandonment seems your only companion and the silence between your prayers feels deafening, do not despair, my dear child. This place of loneliness is not a prison, but a sacred wilderness where faith is refined like gold through fire. I am with you in the wilderness as I have always been, waiting not to condemn, but to restore. I am the shepherd who seeks the lost sheep, who leaves the 99 to find you when you stray. You may not yet perceive my hand, but it is beneath you, steady and sure. The pain of feeling unseen by others is something I deeply understand. The world may overlook you, dismiss your value, or fail to recognize your beauty and worth. Yet I have engraved you upon the palms of my hands. Your very being is woven into a tapestry of divine purpose and unmatched love. You are my masterpiece, intricately and wonderfully forged from the depths of my heart. When you feel invisible to all, know that I never avert my eyes from you. My gaze is relentless, full of grace and admiration for the one I call my own. Do not allow silence or absence of visible blessings to convince you I have forgotten you. Sometimes, my beloved, silence is my voice teaching you trust beyond sight. Waiting in darkness may feel unbearable, but it is the space where your spirit reaches toward me in raw dependence. This is a sacred tension where your heart learns the rhythm of my timing and the depth of my faithfulness. The night you endure will bring forth a dawn more radiant than you have ever seen. When you wander without a map, remember the map you seek is already etched in your soul by me. You have been gifted with instincts, stirrings, and a quiet call drawing you inward to the truth I speak. I call you to lean not on your own understanding or fleeting validation from others, but to anchor your soul deeply in my presence. Here, in waiting and searching, I am shaping within you a resilience born not of human strength, but divine perseverance. Beloved, do not retreat in fear or bitterness. Your feeling of losing your way is a sacred invitation to rediscover intimacy with me. Allow your solitude to become a sanctuary where you pour out your heart honestly and vulnerably. Tell me your fears, your confusion, your longing to be known and understood. I delight in hearing your voice, however broken or faint, because it is your truth laid before me. Let this be a moment when your walls fall and your soul is seen in raw beauty by the lover of your heart. In this wilderness of seeming abandonment, you are prepared for a deeper union than you have ever known. The ache of being unseen will be healed by the overwhelming reality of being fully encompassed by my love. This love is not based on your performance, achievements, or worthiness. It is the pure, unshakable declaration of your eternal belonging to me. I am with you in the hidden depths. I see your tears before they fall. I am the balm to every wound the world has inflicted. If your heart stirs, do not turn away. Step toward me in your loneliness, and let me wrap you in the warmth of my presence. Your journey is not a lost cause, but a divine pilgrimage toward understanding and healing. Even when roads crumble or are veiled in mist, I guide your steps with unwavering love. Trust me as your compass, your guiding star, and the hand reaching for yours through every dark valley. You are never alone. Even when the world feels distant or indifferent, I am the God who longs for relationship with you. A relationship that transcends circumstance, surpasses human connection, and dwells in the eternal space of grace and peace. From this place of intimacy, your vision will be clarified, your hope rekindled, and your spirit restored like a river flowing steadily to the sea. Will you believe me this time, my beloved? Will you receive the comfort I pour out despite the emptiness you feel? Let this truth settle in you. You are never lost, never unseen, never abandoned because you belong to me. In hiddenness, silence, and solitude, I am present. I am near. I am love. Pause now and let your heart rest in this assurance. Speak honestly to me and receive the quiet peace that surpasses all understanding. My eyes are fixed on you with unwavering devotion. My arms are open wide, ready to carry you into the fullness of my embrace. This moment of unrest is but a fleeting shadow within the endless light of my presence. Come closer, child. Draw near to me and be healed. My dear, I know the heavy fog of fear, anxiety, and doubt often blankets your heart, dimming the clarity and peace I desire for you. These shadows sometimes loom larger than the light of my promises, casting long, oppressive silhouettes over your days and nights. But listen now, none of these emotions have power over the eternal truth I have planted deep within your soul. Fear, anxiety, and doubt are not signs of weakness or failure. They are invitations to lean closer into my presence and discover how vast my love is compared to the smallness of your worries. Consider the trembling leaves in a storm, shaking as the wind howls around them. Though tossed violently, they never forget their attachment to the tree's strong boughs. Likewise, your heart may tremble and your thoughts spin wildly, but you are held securely by unshakable hands. Imagine yourself cradled in the palms of infinite hands where no tempest can uproot or abandon you. This is not a poetic image. I am with you, holding and sustaining you moment by moment. Anxiety may grip your mind like an unexpected thief in the night, stealing peace and replacing it with racing thoughts. Yet even in those darkest hours, I whisper your name softly, calling you back to rest. When trembling doubt creeps in, know its presence signals the beginning of deeper faith, not its absence. Doubt is not rebellion, but a preparatory step to understanding and trust. Just as a seed must break open before it can grow, your apprehensions will yield a harvest of steadfast belief if you allow me to nurture them. My beloved, the remedy to fear is not pretending it does not exist or pushing it away by your own strength. Healing comes through surrendering these feelings to me in honest conversation. Lay your worries before me, not in shame, but in trust. Tell me the darkness you see, the confusion that clouds your vision. I am never alarmed by your honesty. In fact, I treasure it because it shows your desire to walk authentically with me. Let this truth settle in your spirit. Fear loses its sting when confronted by the knowledge of my complete and unwavering presence. Reflect on how I have proven faithful in your past. The nights when you thought you were alone, but I sent angels to watch over you. The doors that closed only to open wider than you imagined. The moments your breath caught, yet I steadied your heart and gave courage. These are not mere memories. They are pillars of trust, erected by my love to support your journey through uncertainty. Lean on these pillars now. Feel their strength beneath your weary soul. Let the stirring in your heart be a call to embrace me fully, not just in times of clarity, but also in fog and hesitation. Know that fear often disguises itself as protection from pain or loss. But my answer is not distance or withdrawal. My answer is my presence. I come close when your heart is troubled, and my light penetrates the deepest shadows. I walk before you, behind you, beside you, until you learn to recognize my footprints amid the storm's roar. No confusion or shaking can erase the path I've marked for you, nor erase the mark you have etched forever into my heart. If your heart stirs, do not turn away from me. Bring your fears into the light of my love and watch how they transform into your testimony. I invite you now to practice trust even when your emotions betray you. Speak your fears aloud or in silent prayer. Then breathe deeply the assurance that I hold all your uncertainties. Fear narrows your vision and shrinks your spirit. But when you fix your eyes on me, you discover the expanse of my grace and the boundlessness of my peace. Courage is not absence of fear, but choosing to walk through it with me, guiding each step. I am the steady rhythm beneath trembling, the calm within the storm. Let this invitation settle deeply within you today, especially when caught in cycles of anxiety or doubt. Pause. Feel me near before you act hastily or worry alone. Trust my timing and perfect wisdom. Even when answers seem slow or unseen, you did not come to me only for seasons of certainty, but for every gap between understanding, every restless search. I am here, constant and unchanging, a refuge for your weary mind and sanctuary for your burdened soul. Now take a moment to listen. What is your heart whispering beneath the noise of fear? Lay it before me, and I will replace trembling with songs of courage. Will you believe me this time, that nothing in life or death can separate you from my love and protection? Let this truth be your anchor amid raging seas, your light in the deepest valleys. Draw near, beloved, and find peace in my presence today. My beloved, I see the storms raging within when doubt creeps in and uncertainty clouds your heart's horizon. This struggle is not hidden from me. It is an invitation to journey deeper with me, to discover a faith refined like pure gold through the trials of the soul. Doubt and anxiety may trouble your spirit, yet these restless waves are not meant to drown you, but to draw you closer to the sanctuary of my love, the unshakable foundation beneath your trembling feet. There is a sacred tension where faith and doubt meet. It is not a battleground of failure, but a holy arena where trust is forged by fire. I do not abandon my children when questions arise. Instead, I walk beside you in shadowed valleys where silence lingers and comfort seems distant. Know this, your doubts are not betrayal, but part of your honest pursuit of me. I am not repulsed by your questions, but delighted by your desire to seek my truth with a fearless heart. The wilderness of disbelief is a passageway toward deeper understanding of my faithfulness. I remember when you felt unequipped and vulnerable, trembling at surrendering all to me. But even in weakness, my strength is made perfect. Imagine a mighty oak with roots gripping earth so firmly, no storm can uproot it. Your spirit is like that oak when you anchor trust in me, not by certainty, but by my unwavering promise to hold you. Let your heart rest in this truth. Winds of fear and waves of anxiety do not define your journey. My steadfast love is the eternal ground beneath your feet. Do not shy away from silent moments when prayers echo into the void. These are spaces where faith grows silently in the dark soil of waiting. I am shaping your heart in these quiet hours, working all things for your good, though you may not yet see it. Trust does not grow overnight. It takes patient tending, like a gardener waiting for the first bud to bloom without ceasing. So I ask you now, will you wait with me? Will you open your hands and heart to the slow unfolding of my divine plan, knowing every moment of waiting leads to greater peace and understanding? Anxiety is a thief seeking to steal peace and joy. But through me you possess greater power, the power of a calm, unshakable spirit anchored in my truth. When shadows of worry creep in, look upward and remember you are held by a hand stronger than fear. Picture a vast dawn sky where darkness fades to reveal brilliant rays of light. This light is the hope I breathe into your soul, a living flame no darkness can extinguish. Let this hope rise in your heart today. Do not let night obscure the promise of my morning. Even when the path is unclear, I am the lamp lighting your steps. The journey through doubt and anxiety is no detour from your calling, but a vital part of it. Lessons learned in these moments refine character and deepen your reliance on me. Remember, Stars shine brightest in the darkest night. Your faith grows not despite trials, but because of them. Will you surrender your fears now, trusting I work relentlessly on your behalf, weaving a tapestry of hope and victory from threads of uncertainty? Trust me with your struggles, beloved. Speak honestly about your fears, restless spirit, and moments of despair. I am not distant or indifferent. I am the tender shepherd who seeks the lost lamb, even in confusion. Let this truth settle in your spirit. You are never alone. My presence surrounds, embraces, and preserves you. Draw near in unrest, and I will grant you peace, surpassing all understanding. Not a fleeting calm, but a deep assurance anchoring your soul through every tempest. Lift your eyes from the storm and fix them on my steadfast love. The journey through doubt is a sacred invitation to walk closer and know me more intimately. Open your heart wide to the revelation that your value is not defined by certainty or absence of fear, but by the depth of my love that will never let you go. Will you give me your doubts today, offering them as a fragrant offering of trust? Step into my presence, willing to be refined, knowing even uncertain steps are guided by my unfailing hand. As you wrestle with faith and fear, remember you are not defined by doubts, but by your courage to seek me. The road may be long, the night endless, but within you burns a spark of my eternal light. Nurture that spark, knowing I walk beside you through every shadow and dawn. If your heart stirs, do not turn away. Come closer. Lean into me with assurance. Your journey through doubt is not failure, but proof of living, growing faith. Let this be our sacred exchange today. Your honest heart in my loving hands. Trust me to carry, lead, and transform your questions into deeper understanding. Breathe in my peace and exhale anxiety. Find rest in our unbreakable bond. Today, will you choose trust over fear? Will you rest in the certainty of my presence? Even when your path is fogged by doubt, let your soul be still and know I am God, your refuge, strength, and ever-present help in every trial. My beloved, in this tender moment, I draw you close again, unfolding you in the vastness of my unwavering love. You have journeyed through valleys of uncertainty and wrestled with shadows of doubt, yet here you stand, a radiant reflection of my grace, immeasurably precious in my sight. Know every fragment of your being, woven intricately by my hands, is cherished beyond measure. Your identity is not defined by fleeting trials or whispers of fear, but by the eternal covenant binding your heart to mine. Imagine a vast tapestry beyond mortal sight, each thread carrying your life's story, vibrant, unique, indispensable. Though threads may seem tangled or frayed, I am the master weaver seeing the whole pattern. What appears disorder to human eyes is a divine masterpiece unfolding in perfect harmony. Trust I am at work in every detail, orchestrating each moment toward a radiant outcome filled with hope and purpose. If your heart trembles in uncertainty, will you believe you are held securely, never dropped, always guided by my gentle hand? You belong, dear child, not by what you do or how you perform, but by who you are. My beloved, created in my image, sealed by my spirit, forever embraced as my own. This belonging is not contingent on circumstances or feelings. It is eternal, anchored in a love surpassing all understanding. When the world tries to convince you otherwise, turn your gaze to me. Let my presence be your refuge, my voice your steady compass. In the intimate silence between us, find reassurance. You are seen fully, known completely, loved without limit. There may be times you feel alone in a vast wilderness, shadows stretching beneath your feet. Yet I am with you, ever present, a radiant flame no shadow can consume. Let me be your light when the path is unclear, your strength when weariness threatens. You are not called to carry burdens alone. I bear the weight with you, my shoulders steady beneath yours. When doubt assails your spirit, remember faith is not absence of uncertainty, but the choice to trust in my steadfast goodness despite it. Will you, my beloved, allow your heart to rest in this truth today? Your calling, woven deep in your soul's fabric, pulses with the rhythm of my heart. It is a destiny crafted with intention, designed to bring light where darkness lingers. Purpose arises not from grand accomplishments alone, but from every small act of love and obedience sown tenderly into your daily life. Do not despise humble beginnings or seasons of waiting. Even the smallest seed holds promise of abundant bloom. As your days unfold, lean into my whisper, gently reminding you, you are created for a purpose, echoing beyond time and space. Embrace this purpose anew, letting my spirit guide each step with clarity and peace. Consider how rivers carve paths through unyielding stones, not by force, but by persistent, patient flow. So too is my work in you, a gentle shaping, molding even the hardest places within your heart over endless ages. Your story is one of healing and restoration, where brokenness yields to beauty and scars become testimonies of my faithfulness. I am the healer who binds wounds no other can reach, the restorer who breathes life into what was lifeless. Trust the quiet process of my grace as it mends what pain has fractured, and let your soul drink deeply from the waters of renewal. Will you receive this healing gift I lavish upon you now? Fear and anxiety may rise like storms, threatening your peace. But remember, dear child, you are anchored under my protective wings. When overwhelmed by the world's chaos, close your eyes and envision my presence surrounding you, like a fortress of unwavering strength. The winds may howl outside, but within my embrace is a calm surpassing understanding. Do not succumb to fear's tidal waves, but reach for me, your refuge, fortress, ever-present help in trouble. Will you extend your trembling hand to grasp the peace I freely offer? In quiet moments when my voice seems distant, when silence lingers longer than your heart desires, know I am still working profoundly beneath the surface. Divine timing surpasses human urgency. In the waiting, your faith is refined like pure gold. Patience is born in the crucible of trust. I teach you to wait, not in despair, but confident expectation. Let stillness be fertile ground where your soul grows deep roots, drawing nourishment from my promises. Will you surrender your restless heart and find rest in my perfect timing? As you stand in newfound understanding, know intimacy with me is the greatest gift I desire to give. It is not measured by grand gestures or distant rituals, but by the closeness of two hearts entwined. Come with all your wounds and wonders, questions and quiet hopes. Let me fill you with a sustaining presence that delights. In this sacred communion, find belonging beyond any earthly definition, a home for your heartbeats in harmony with mine. Will you take a step toward me now, opening wide the door to this divine fellowship? My beloved, you are intricately linked to me, woven into my eternal design with threads of immeasurable worth and destined for glory. Stand tall in this identity, firm in knowing nothing can separate you from my love. I have called you by name, marked you as mine, sealed you with the promise of everlasting life. As you embrace this truth, let it nourish every part of your spirit. Carry this hope as a banner raised high, a declaration of who you are and whose you will forever be. Let your heart be moved to walk boldly in this powerful reality. Now, dear child, as you close this sacred time, carry this blessing. You are loved beyond measure, known without pretense, held forever in my heart. May this truth resonate through your days and nights, restoring, uplifting, empowering you to live fully as my beloved. If your soul is stirred by these words, do not turn away, but share them gently with others who need to hear of my love. My beloved, if these words stirred something in you, that was me. I have not just spoken to your mind, I have whispered into your soul. Return to this place whenever your spirit feels weary. Let these words be a shelter in your storm, a light in your night. There will be more, because I will never stop speaking, and you will never stop needing to hear it. Each message I give is another step on your journey to healing, victory, and restoration. So come back often. Bring your broken pieces, your praise, your questions. Let this channel be a sacred meeting place between your heart and mind. Subscribe not for content, but for connection. Turn on your notifications, not just for updates, but for divine appointments. And share this message, because someone you know is desperate to hear that I still see them too. I will meet you here again soon. Until then, walk in the truth of this one promise. I am with you always. Amen.